Over there. Come on, let's go there.
No, over here. Stop, let's talk.
Over there, please.
No, over here, please, will you?
Oh. Okay. Take care. What's the matter?
Hi, Ruth. What's wrong with you?
How is work?
I'm busy right now.
Yeah, so am I.
Hello students of Open University, welcome to Speaking 1. This book consists of 6 modules with different topics. They are Module 1, Talking About Things. Module 2, Describing Personality, Imagined Scenes, and Memories. Module 3, Discussing Things. Module 4, Giving Things. Module 5, Sharing Experiences and Explaining Choices. Module 6, Responding, Assessing, and Evaluating Things. Now we start with Unit 1, Talking About Things. Mr. and Mrs. Anderson are Americans. At present, they are living and working in Indonesia. They have many Indonesian colleagues. One of them is Shinta. Now Shinta is visiting them in their house. Let's come in, see, and listen to their conversation in the living room. Shinta, hi. Come in.
Thank you.
Have a seat, please. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Hi, Shinta.
Hi, Mr. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How is work?
Good, but I'm quite busy right now.
Yeah, so am I.
Wow, you have a nice place here. Thank you. So, do you like it here, Mrs. Anderson?
Yes, very much.
What do you like most?
The people, they are nice.
And what do you do in your spare time?
Well, actually, I like traveling in Indonesia. I enjoy visiting interesting places and learning different cultures.
I see.
Thank you. Please have a drink.
Thank you. And what about you, Mr. Anderson? Do you also enjoy traveling?
Yes, I do. I enjoy it very much.
What do you like to do besides traveling?
I like listening to music. I can do it any time I want. I can do it while I'm working, while I'm eating, or while I'm chatting with friends.
Really? Why don't you turn on the stereo then?
That's a good idea. What kind of music do you prefer?
I like pop music. It's nice to listen to.
All right.
Meanwhile, Mr. Anderson's mother, who is now staying at home in the United States, talks to one of her grandchildren, Mary.
Grandma, why don't you visit Mom and Dad in Indonesia?
No, I don't like traveling. I prefer staying at home to traveling abroad.
But wouldn't you like to visit a warmer country?
No, I hate hot weather. And I can't stand foreign food. I like our food better than foreign food.
Having seen and listened to Dialogue 1 of Unit 1, Module 1, now turn off the VCD player. Answer the questions. 1. Now let's see and listen to dialogue number 2 of Unit 1, Module 1. It is between Paula and John. Paula and John are talking about evening classes. They are now in campus. They are about to do some registration for the new semester. Let's see and listen to them.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to take an evening class with me at the community college?
Maybe. What are they offering?
Well, here's the course catalog. Take a look.
They've got a lot of language classes. Chinese, German, and Japanese. Would you rather learn national language or the European one?
Actually, I think I'd rather take an art class. They have one on landscape photography and another on making videos.
That sounds okay, but I think I'd prefer studying video to learning about photography.
Oh wait, it says here that you need to provide your own video equipment.
Oh, I'd rather not spend a lot of money. Let's see what else they are offering.
Of course, you do understand what Paula and John talk about. To check it, answer the questions, and do the tasks. See you in the presentation of Unit 2. Students, we now start to learn Unit 2, Module 1, Speaking 2. The topic is personal experiences in the past. In this unit, you will practice of how to ask about someone's experiences that happened in the past and to tell the personal and people's experiences that happened in the past. Let's begin with Record 1, Unit 2, Module 1, that consists of Dialogue 1 to 1.
Good evening. Our program tonight is about disasters. This year, there have been fires, plane crashes, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions. All our guests have survived from those disasters.
Hi, I'm Bill Daniel. I live in Chicago. I was working in my office on the 28th floor of a skyscraper. I was dictating some letters to my secretary when the fire bell rang. I rushed out to the lift, but it wasn't working. The stairs were full of thick smoke. We couldn't go down, so we had to go up to the roof. When we got there, some people were waiting calmly. Others were shouting and screaming wildly. A helicopter managed to land on the roof and rescue 6 of us before the building collapsed.
My name is Martha Huggins. I was on a holiday in the South Pacific, and I was staying on Pugohiti, a small island. I was having a rest when the volcano erupted. The noise woke me up. I looked through the window. Everybody was running to the harbor. I put on a coat and ran to the harbor too. I managed to get on a ship, and I was living when the lava hit the town.
Hello, I'm George Green. I'm a farmer. I was walking in the field behind my house when I saw the plane. It was on fire. Smoke was coming from the engines, and it was coming down fast. I was running towards my house when it crashed into the trees behind me. I heard a terrible explosion. When I woke up, I was lying in hospital bed.
Good evening. My name is Ahmed. My wife and I were staying with friends on Santa Monica in the Caribbean. We were having dinner when the earthquake began. Everything shook. All plates and food fell onto the floor. We were picking everything up when the ceiling fell onto us. We couldn't move, and we had to wait for 3 hours before help arrived.
Now pause or stop your player and do the task and formative test too. Check your answers with the given keys in the back part of the module. See you in the presentation of Unit 3. Now we come to the discussion and practices of Module 1, Unit 3. The topic is describing the weather. By having practices in this unit, you must be able to ask questions and describe the weather. Let's start with dialogue 131. Dialogue number 1 of Unit 3, Module 1. This dialogue involves Rahmat and Ayu. They live in Birmingham. It's a large city in the Midlands, England. They're planning a weekend holiday. Let's see and listen to them.
Ayu, why don't we go to Scotland?
It's a very long way.
Oh, it isn't too far. Anyway, the motorway is very good, so we can get there quickly. But what's the weather like in Scotland? I think Scotland is often cold at the time of year. It may snow.
Well, yes, it may, but I don't think it will.
I'm not sure. It is February, and I'm frightened of driving in snow. And we may not be able to find a hotel. They may be closed.
That's no problem. I can book the hotel by phone.
Well, perhaps it's not a bad idea. We may have beautiful weather.
Oh, we'll enjoy ourselves anyway. Let's watch the weather forecast on TV. We may or may not go to Scotland.
If not, we may go to Wales or London instead. We can decide after the forecast.
Students, in the final conversation, Ayu said, "We may not go to Scotland, or we may go to Wales or London. We can decide after the forecast." Yes, for this plan, they turned on their TV set to get the information about the weather. Let's join them to listen to the forecast.
Good evening, and here's the weather forecast for tomorrow. Northern Scotland will be cold, and there will be snow over high ground. In the north of England, it will be a wet day, and rain may move into Wales and the Midlands during the afternoon. East Anglia will be generally dry, but it will be dull and cloudy. In southern England, it will be a bright day with sunshine, but it may rain during the evening. In the southwest, it may be foggy during the morning, but the afternoon will be clear. It may be windy later in the day.
Do you get the information in details? Yes, you do. Now back to the module. Answer the questions, do the test, and formative test 3. See you then in the presentation of Unit 4. Now we come to Unit 4. It is the last unit of Module 1. In this unit, you will have some practices of asking and describing your and someone's lives. Let's start with Dialogue 141. This involves Alan and Lina. They are talking the events of their lives when they were young. Let's see and listen to them.
Over there. Come on, let's go there.
No, over here. Stop, let's talk.
Over there, please.
No, over here, please, will you?
Oh. Okay. Let's take a rest and talk. So, what were you like as a kid?
When I was a kid, I was kind of rebellious.
You? Really? What was the turning point?
When I graduated from high school.
What do you mean?
Until you graduate, you don't understand that life is just beginning. After I finished high school, I realized that I still had a lot to learn.
I know what you mean. I was really immature when I was a kid.
What changed?
I think I became more mature after I got my first job. Once you have a job, you learn to be more independent.
That's true. Where did you work?
My father's bank.
Students, do you get the message of the dialogue? Yes, it tells us how one found the turning points toward the maturity. Now answer the questions, comprehend the discussions, and do all the tasks of this unit. Don't forget to do the test, formative test 4. This is the end of the presentation of Module 1. Now turn off your VCD player. Check your comprehension by doing all the tasks and the formative test.